Hello everybody, so you probably heard me saying this before. I've been a big spokesperson, I suppose, for this too, and it's to do with 4 day work week. So basically, you would work a full day for 4 days, and you wouldn't have to work on a Friday. And we see that already. Majority of schools in Carpentry, for example, even just take for example, have a half day on a Friday now, and it's really not much point in sending the child in for 4 hours and letting them go at 1 o'clock. It's not really much point in that, but yeah, so it's calling for the public service, the force of the biggest trade union for civil servants, and majority public service too. So that'd be the county councils, etc., etc. For 4 days. So they're talking about having they want to have a try at the biggest union, and I do say it would work. And then obviously they're saying there should be a bit of a pay increase for it, etc., etc. And obviously people for profit are jumping up and down about it. But I do think it's I do think we should do something like that, to be totally honest. Because I do think people are working far too hard. And this is the thing, and the thing I've realised over the last year, I suppose, that life is too short. I've heard of people in their 30s drop dead, etc., etc. And, the work hard and stuff like that, and life is too short. At the end of the day, the most important thing I think in life is not about how much money you have in your bank account. I think the most important thing is to enjoy every day of life. Because the simple fact, and this is the sad reality, we don't know what tomorrow will bring. The simple as that, we don't know we don't know what's going to happen in an hour's time. And I think work and stuff like that, it's good to have a work-life balance. And I do think for all of society, not just for the public service, the civil service, but all of society should be like this, that people have time off. Because again, if you have children, etc., etc., you want to spend time with your children, you want to see them grow up, you want to have fun and have a laugh and stuff like that. And then I think that's what life's all about, along with being serious and working, etc., etc. It's important for society, etc. I think everybody can agree with me on that. But it's the fact of the matter, work and life nowadays. Years ago there was a bit of a separation, but not so much now. Everything's connected really nowadays. Nobody really has any work in life. It's just all work, 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 work. And again, people working themselves into the ground, and that's as simple as that. And I do think it's important that people take time to enjoy life, and I think that's the most important thing, that we look around, enjoy what's around us, enjoy nature. Because the simple thing is, we don't know. We don't know what tomorrow will bring. We hope for the best, but we never know. And I do think it's important that people have work-life balance, and I do think it's a good idea, even just to try out for a month or two, because I do think this is the other thing too for the government and stuff like that, and for bosses and private companies. It would improve productivity. I can tell you even for myself that goes to work. It's hard on the Friday. When you get to Thursday, it's difficult. It's not easy. You get tired. You do get tired after a long week, after 8 hours a day. You get tired being up early in the morning, going to work. Take for example, somebody has to travel a long distance, say from Cavan to Dublin every morning. You'd be tired on Thursday and on Friday. So to be totally honest, I think people are more efficient, because again, going by myself too, and I think the majority of people agree. When you go to work on a Monday, you're kind of a bit more energetic. You're a bit sad it's Monday, but you're a bit more energetic. When it comes to Wednesday, your energy levels start to drop, even though you get a good night's sleep, etc., etc. It's about productivity too, and productivity means more economic growth. It means better work, with more things being done, more things being produced. Take for example, in a factory, the people are working harder because they have more energy, and that's what it's all about. Because at the end of the day, if somebody's building a house, take for example, you don't have that. You won't have all the energy forever. To build the house, you need rest, etc., etc. Because it's a hard job building a house, bricklayer, etc. It's not an easy job. But I do think it's important for all sectors of society, not even just the public service and the civil service, but I do think it's important for all sectors, because it would improve productivity, and it's not good, because we see at the moment, it's just always work, and people working themselves, and I see it all the time. I myself working myself to death, to be totally honest. But I do think, and again, as they say, there should be a pay increase, along with a 4 day work week. There should be a pay increase, and I don't think anybody could agree, because again, people would work harder, and people would there'd be more done, to be totally honest, in my opinion. And again, it's all about trying it out, but I do think it's no harm to try it out, because I do think it can work out. And as we speak at the moment, in European Union standards, is one of the most productive countries in the Europe, but not even just in the European, in the world. We have one of the most productive workforces in the world. Take for example, other countries would love to have Ireland's productivity, because Irish people they work hard. They're not going to sit down and say nothing and do nothing. They're workers. We went off to America back in the day, and we worked ourselves up. We didn't look for anything, and that's the thing about Irish people. We work hard. We do our best, and that's all you can do in life. That's all you can do. And again, the government fucks you over. But long story short, And so Ireland's productivity is one of the highest in the world. So it's a good thing. And obviously productivity, as I say, means economic growth, means more money for the government, more money for the big companies, etc., wherever you work, etc. And that's all it's about, because again, I see myself on a Friday, people nearly, the walking dead, to be totally honest, in some cases, because they're that tired after the week, and especially if you have young children at home, it's not an easy task. So at least if they have a Friday off, people could relax a bit more and have more time, be more energetic for work on Mondays, for example. And that's the thing. So I don't think it's a harm to try it, even if we just try it for a few weeks, a month, and see how it goes. Because I do think it would work well in this country. Because again, as I say, productivity levels are very high in this country compared to other countries. Finland tried it out before. Iceland tried it out recently. It does have effect, obviously, for a while. But when people get into the gist of it, I do think it works out. Because, as I say, your life is important. It's important to live life. And I don't think the majority of people nowadays live life to the fullest, because we're too busy worrying about work, we're too busy worrying about this, and I think just relaxing and enjoying the moment is important. But again, as I say, we see how we should try it out. I don't see the harm of trying it out for a few months. As I say about even Cavan, take for example the teachers, the schools, they shouldn't really be there. 4 days a week is good enough for the young people to be told onto at school. We look at Finland, take for example, it's barely, I don't know how long, it's only 4 hours, 5 hours a day, and they're 6 years old before they get to school and stuff like that, 7. It's quite insane, but it does work. It does work. Children learn better. The way Finland goes in terms of that, when you're 7 years old, you go to primary school, is that you enjoy your young life, and I think that's the most important thing, because we're not here forever. And it's important just to enjoy life, and I think that's very good, and I do think something like that would work here. And it does help education, it does help the grades, etc. It does work. I've seen it all myself. It does work. Like, it does work. But in this country, it's just we want to work people into the ground. That's pretty much what this country is. It's different than any other country, just walking people into the ground. It's all about profit in this country. But anyway, let me know what you think, subscribe for more, and bye.